How great does that feel to look out?
I want to keep standing.
I know. We thank you again. It's fun, right? Fleet Week. You're here on our special night, Fleet Week audience. This is a big deal out here, yeah.
Thank you. Huge deal.
Thanks for coming back. I think last time you did me a solid during COVID, I want to say, and zoomed in. Was that last time?
Yeah, last time I saw you, first time I've met you in person.
Yeah.
He's so handsome in person.
So handsome.
Oh, stop it. Oh, no, stop. Yeah, no, please. We'll put applause in later.
Isn't that funny?
Really, not even one person. Yeah, they all just like, no, thank you. Embarrass me in front of us.
We run
Stunners.
into this all the time, and you're way bigger than us. But on the sidelines and when Krista does her show for Thursday Night Football, people think they know us, so they hug us right away. And so when you walked up to us, I was like, ah! And he's like, ah.
And then I was like, sorry, my spray tan is all over your jacket.
No, I have more makeup on than you. I'm happy you're here. Welcome. I'm a big fan of your podcast, Calm Down. I want to talk about that. But I want to congratulate you on, you have a baby now since last I talked to you.
Yes.
Little baby Mac. Little baby Mac is so cute.
So cute. Can you do a shout out the other morning?
Look at this, Mac. He posted this. Mac said he's reading my book. Thank you very much.
He's very advanced. He can already read.
He can already read, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part in the book is the noodle part. I don't know if you've seen this book. So Jimmy has like a waffle. Mama! If you were narrating the book, how would you say it?
Just like that. I would do it just like, yeah. It's not really a book. It's more like a text message with pictures in it.
Awesome.
But I do love it because the kids can laugh and make jokes, and you get to read with them. Yeah. What else is he into?
What is he into? He's a big flirt.
He is a big flirt.
He's
we were over
massive.
there the other day, and he was like just smiling. He loves a FaceTime.
Sure.
Lights right up when
Yep.
we just FaceTimed backstage.
Yeah, loves FaceTime, eating, starting to try all the solid foods. Doesn't really love a fork yet, trying all that.
No, use your hands, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Get in
that's
it.
what the four
We
just
still
get in.
do, yeah.
You both are at Fox, but is that where you guys met? Where did you?
No, we actually met at ESPN, and it was my first day there, and you had already been there for a few years.
Yeah.
And you and I, of course, in the business, we know of one another, but we weren't friends at that point, and just sort of in passing, had worked the same events. And I remember being nervous. It was my first day there, and I was walking onto campus, and I walked through the door, and before I could even get through the door, this one comes running out and gives me the biggest hug, and she says, "I'm here for you and anything you need." And I never, ever will forget that moment.
Come on, bud. That's awesome. Look at you. Come on. See, that's what I'm talking about.
And then I was like,
Gotta take care of each other.
that's rare.
You're a good teammate.
And then I was like, what are you here for? Are you taking my college football job? Get out of
Yeah, are you taking my job?
No,
Yeah.
no, but then we started working at Fox together, and then, during COVID, you were at home with your daughters, which was one of my favorite parts of your show when you guys were doing that. And then we thought, everyone has a podcast, so why don't we try to do it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Right?
You're crushing it. It's so great. It's so fun to listen to you guys. I've heard you with, I think Derek Jeter was one of the ones I listened to.
Minor guest, right?
No big deal. You always have him, yeah.
Fashion
You
fest,
always have, yeah. I want to know about Tom Brady because I know he's coming over with you guys. He's going to be commentating. How is he going to do? Have you talked to him? Do you have a chemistry?
We've actually talked to him in person.
What's he like?
Wow.
Oh my God.
So dreamy, and I can say that because we're friends with him and also a coworker. But
Yeah.
you've been around him?
Yeah. He's unbelievable. He's
know-
good at everything.
And that's annoying.
He's annoying.
Yeah. And he's probably
good looking. He's great at everything. He can golf.
And that's the biggest thing. Everybody's worried about the commentating. I'm just like, the guy's skin. I have to deal with this. Him being on my
He's too
career.
good looking,
I
yes.
know. Because
Yeah.
we talk about it a lot on our podcast.
But I think he'll be great. I think
He'll be amazing.
His resume supports that he's great at everything he does, so why would this be any different?
Yeah, I think it was that thing too. I think when A-Rod went over and started being a commentator, and you go, he knows the sport.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows
Yeah.
baseball. He's
Yeah.
great at this because he knows. Well, I would do that, and this is probably going to happen. So I think Tom is going to be like, oh. I went to some game with him once, and it was a basketball game. Yeah, no big deal. But we went to a basketball game, and he was like, it's over. And I go, it's not over. There's another period. There's a whole another quarter left. He goes, no, it's over. There's no way. And I go, wait, what? He did like the score in his head. He's like, there's no way they can catch up to win. And I go, and he was right.
Right.
And I go, this guy's a genius.
I've sat with
I can't enjoy sports with this guy.
Winning lottery numbers.
Yeah, exactly. What are the winning lottery numbers? Yeah.
I've sat with him at lunch before, and he's been telling stories about his career, and it's like stuff we just die for.
Yeah.
Love the inside information, right? And you're hearing all the stuff you just always wanted to know. And my knee was just bouncing and bouncing and
Yeah,
bouncing.
you're like, tell me, oh yeah.
And you get Julian Edelman, who's on the show that I host with him, and then Rob Gronkowski. You get those three together, the three amigos. Like,
I love them.
Hilarity ensues.
So who do we think? Do we think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl again, a three-peat?
I always say this: if you're on top, you got to knock them off. So, if people did it with the Patriots, they hated that they kept winning, and it's like, all right, well, then someone needs to beat them. So, as of right now, Chiefs are the team to beat. If you're the reigning champ, you got to beat them.
Is Patrick Mahomes still playing?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as this guy is still playing, isn't he unreal?
Yeah, actually, it's wild to watch him. He's a magician, yeah.
Who do you
so
cheer
lucky.
for?
I cheer for really anyone I'm watching. I go for a good game. I go for Mahomes. I know Kelsey.
Yeah.
He's a fun.
You guys are a time on a golf course.
You guys predicted Kelsey and Taylor.
Yes, Jimmy, we are responsible for
Yeah, that was you who did that. Thank you. As a country, we're thanking our servicemen and women, but we really have to thank you for what you've done for all of us. You brought us Taylor and Travis. Yeah, oh my God. But you're just friends with Kelsey, or?
Yeah, well, obviously
Taylor?
we've covered him and we're friends with him, and how could you not be? The guy's a time, right? I've seen you guys on a golf course and everything. He's a time, and he had mentioned on his podcast that he went to the show, wanted to meet her afterwards, didn't get the chance to. So we just started talking about it on our podcast, saying, Taylor, do this for America.
Yeah.
Date him. I mean, the guy, he's not ugly by any means.
No.
And did you see the Saturday Night Live skit where he lifted up other girls so, so they could get the feeling of what it was like to date a big, strong man? So we're like, Taylor, go.
We were advocating early on, and he was very sweet, and he commented, and he was like, I owe you guys big time. So then, of course, everyone gives us credit. We, we'll take the credit, but I just love both of them, and I'm so happy to see them happy.
Yeah, me too. I root for both of those guys. But also, Taylor was wearing... Erin, you have your own line of sports apparel right there at the Super Bowl. Yeah. She's wearing, that's your jacket.
Yeah, I
so proud.
Thank you. A team apparel line called Wear by Erin Andrews. I got to hook your wife up. And your girls. And Super Bowl Sunday, she walks in looking amazing, and she threw that on, and I lost my mind. So,
yeah, you just start crying. You're like, I love you, Taylor, so much. Thank you. Let's talk about Calm Down. I love it. It's great. I know it came you go, hey, everyone else has a podcast. We should do it.
And it had nothing to do with Taylor Swift, but it's, here we go. The
it had
song.
nothing,
we love it.
But was it based off of just your relationship talking to each other and you go, this should be aired somewhere?
Yeah, I think it was, we would leave each other hour-long voice notes, which are so annoying. Anything over 1 minute, by the way, is like my public service announcement. Like, knock it off. Just leave a voicemail or call me. But I digress. It was like, if we're rambling on the way that we do, then we should just make a podcast. And it's my favorite thing to do. It's an hour every week. We get to just hang and, self-deprecate. It's a time.
Yeah.
We talk about our times on the football fields, interviewing different guys, dealing with coaches, having to not be able to pee for 4 or 5 hours when you're doing a football game.
Yeah, these are all great.
Huge conversations,
big
people want to know the answer.
Yeah.
I got to chase down, Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan. You can't go pee. You can't.
You can't do it.
You can't, so you need to calm down. So we bring up real life situations on the podcast, guys. Things you want to know about.
I think you're just fantastic. Great chemistry together and so funny, and it's a great listen. So congrats on the podcast. Thank you for coming on the show.
I think we should say one more time. Thank you guys so much for your service. My sister served in the Coast Guard. My grandfather's in the Army. We cannot thank you guys enough what you guys do for us so we can do our jobs, and we just love you. Thank you.
My grandfathers were in the Navy, so thank you guys.
That's Bill Tucker right there. Erin Andrews, Carissa Thompson. Calm Down is available everywhere now. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around, everybody.